I think we're live. Maybe we're live? It says we're live, so I'm going to assume that we are. So, don't really know if I'm actually live or not. Don't really know if I'm actually live or not. Don't really know if. Okay, so I'm guessing we're live, and I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so anyway, well, um, I don't know why I decided to start doing this, but I just found out about Open Fusion, and it's a remake slash re-release of this old MMO from Cartoon Network called FusionFall, and I really liked it. And I played through Retro, which was the last re-release from you know, a few good lads who all really wanted to see the game come back, and uh, then it got shut down, sadly, from Cartoon Network. And this one is all open source, so hopefully it might last a little longer. Who knows? I don't really know. But anyway, I'm just going to start with a playthrough of the future because they have two versions of this game out right now. The future, which was the original version, and then they have the Academy, which was the last updated version of the game when it was live through Cartoon Network. So I'm just gonna play through the future because I want my main account to be through the Academy. Um, and that's what I'll do most of the stuff on. But I just want to play through the future because it's fun. So anyway, I'm gonna unmute the game, and I'm just gonna make a random account because I won't be using this one. So it's just gonna be BB poo poo. Password is suck my bum. Okay. Okay. Nobody saw that.
Hello? It is I, Dexter. Can you hear me in there? Thank you for volunteering for this important time travel experiment. I'm going to need you to input your profile into the system before we begin. Stand by and I'll bring it up on your monitor.
Okay. So the name I just put in was the original name that the game auto-generated for me back in the day, 2008, when I first made a character on my original account. And every time I've started a new game since, that's the name I've been going with. Since this is all open source, players are able to make their own servers, their own computers, or their own, server setups. And when I play through the Academy version of the game, that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna set up my own server, and then for the 0 people that are watching me, I'll put the server information in my stream stuff on Twitch, and you can join and hang out while I'm streaming, just because I think it's fun. So anyway. Oh, okay. Temporary player name of player 4609. Good to know. So I'm a boy, and I like to be. I'm gonna go with tall, and I'll be medium because I'm a stocky person, and I'm fairly light skinned. So I'm just gonna go with. Let's go with that one. And my hair is black, and I'm gonna choose the absolute default hairstyle, which is the razor cut. And I like the thick brown. My eye color is brown. That's what I'm gonna go with. In this version, you're able to pick what armor you start with. But in the Academy version, you start with the armor that they give you, which is pretty neat. And I like this one because it has the watch. Makes me think of the Omnitrix from Ben 10, which you'll see is a lot. I favor a lot of the stuff from Ben 10 in this game, and the Academy added Adventure Time stuff, so I'm going to be doing a lot of Adventure Time stuff through that when I get to that point. Okay, those pants are cool. And none of these shoes look all that great. Those ones are okay.
Excellent. Bioscan is complete. Let's make sure your communicator is functioning.
All communication systems are functional, Dexter. I will be able to reconnect with the volunteer upon arrival in the future.
Affirmative. All right, I'm powering up the main engine now. You may feel a little
The
bump.
animation is so dorky. Just moves in on screen
Wow,
and
are
then
you
moves
seeing
off.
these readings?
Classic
A fine
2008
day for
MMO.
science indeed. Prepare for launch.
Ooh,
3,
what does this
2,
button do?
1. Begin. No!
So the story with this is you're supposed to be sent into
Error.
the time.
You have been sent much farther
you
into the
go.
future
They'll
than
give it to
Dexter
you.
intended.
Watch out!
That's gonna do it. That'll get him. Look out, he's behind you.
Holy cannoli, where did you come from?
Not now, number 5. We gotta
Past.
move. Follow us.
Initiate training. Please move the mouse. Good. Excellent. Use the WA. Good. To move backwards, press and hold. Very good. While moving, you can steer left and right by using the mouse.
I'm doing that. I'm doing
Excellent.
That very
To jump, press the space bar. To jump forward, hold the W key while jumping.
well. There we go.
To attack, you can tell how much damage you
Oh
will
no,
do
did I
by
skip
looking
that
at your
cutscene?
target's health bar at the top of your screen.
I didn't want to skip that cutscene. It's okay, I'll just edit it in post whenever this goes up to YouTube.
Woohoo! Nice work, guys. Those creeps turn back into fusion matter when you beat them. Make sure you collect as much as you can. It's real important
Yo, what's
stuff.
up, Plusky?
You will automatically collect fusion matter from
I-
defeated enemies. The
Welcome.
amount of fusion matter you have is
I
displayed
don't know if you've
in
seen
your
this
fusion
game
matter
before,
meter.
but it's pretty fun.
As you defeat more enemies, your fusion matter meter will continue to fill up.
That's Fusion Matter.
Warning, more
It
hostiles
kind of.
incoming.
It's
We've got
a
more
project
company.
called Open Fusion. It's an
It's a
open source
cyber
version of the game.
Let's take him down.
We're gonna see how long this one lasts.
Damage to you is indicated
Right now, I'm
on
just
your
going
health
through
bar.
the
If
future
health equals
portion
0,
of
you will
the
be
tutorial,
knocked out.
because there's both the future and the Academy versions that you can play right now. And I intend to do
Nice
like a
shooting,
full
by the way.
playthrough.
You know?
No,
I just realized who you are.
they have
You're the
official
kid from the
server, not
past
official
Dexter
servers,
told us
but
about.
the project
Well, you're in a
makers
world
have
of
their own
trouble
servers
now.
up, and I'm
Look
playing
up
on
in the
one of their
sky.
dedicated servers.
That's Planet Fusion, ruled by some nasty guy named Fuse. Fuse has covered the
Some
world
nasty
with gross
guy
green
named
goo,
Fuse.
and those disgusting fusion spawns are wrecking everything.
Fuse's monsters have evolved and adapted to our planet. You should see some of them. They use things called terrafusers to infect everything.
I'm not
with goo.
quite sure how many
If the
players.
infection gets bad
Um,
enough, Planet Fusion will absorb
I
our
think
world.
it-
Now
that's
that you're
also
up to
just a
speed,
matter
can you go
of,
help number 2? We
you know,
gotta go
server
help
load.
the others.
But you know,
I need some help with a super important mission. Report to me
you
right
can
away.
make it to
Your
where
communicator comes
you can
with
make
a
your own
built-in
server through your
minimap.
computer or
It
your
will show
own
you
server
how to reach number
dedicated system.
2. You are the
Um,
marker in the center of the minimap. Look for the glowing
and-
energy rings to help you find number 2.
You can like have it like your own private session, so people can join you, and that's pretty cool.
To talk to number 2, characters with a
This attack was no accident. An oil ogre is using a transmitter to broadcast our position. We need to find that monster and get that transmitter. You ready?
I
to
sure
accept
am.
the mission.
Gonna
To exit
accept
the
that
The
mission,
mission's current objective is displayed on your screen.
and we're gonna
Your
go.
first task
Yeah, it's pretty
is
cool.
to defeat the oil ogre that stole the
I played
transmitter.
the shit out of this game
Use your
back in the
minimap
day.
to locate your
So-
target.
In this amazing super in-depth combat system they have. It's really intriguing.
Nice work.
You don't
Bring
even
that
move,
transmitter back
and
to
you
me.
just shoot.
Since you have completed your first task, your mission journal has Your mission journal contains information on all your missions. It tells you who gave you the mission.
Yep.
It
sure
tells you
does.
what you need to do. It also tells you the reward you will receive once you complete the mission. Click the X in the upper right corner of your screen to close the journal.
Another thing I used to do is just completely skip all the dialogue, and I have since learned that that is quite the mistake because they sometimes throw some pretty
Click the X
fun
in the upper right corner of your screen
dialogue
to close the journal.
sections in there, so I'm gonna go through and read it all. All of it. I hope you're ready. Deliver the transmitter to number 2. You've really got
Click
some
the X in
skills.
the
Good
upper
work
right
defeating
corner of
that
your screen
monster.
to close
Now
the
bring
journal.
that transmitter you recovered back to me.
Your
I think
new
he already
task
said that,
is to
but I'm
deliver
gonna-
the transmitter to
I'm just
number
gonna
2.
say it anyway.
Note that your current objective has been updated, and a new red marker has been set to number. Click on number 2 to talk to him and update your mission. Characters with a mission to update will have a floating
that
question mark
question
over the. To accept your reward, click the
A lot like
complete mission
World of
button at the
Warcraft,
bottom of your
just
screen.
super not as well developed, in my opinion. Thanks, but the battle isn't over. Dexter says that you're the kid from the time machine. He's in trouble. You need to go to the infected zone right away.
Click the close.
You're ready for Nano, and I need your help. I think Dexter's in trouble.
All right.
Congratulations!
We're
By
getting into the
successfully
nanos
completing
now.
the mission from number 2, you have filled up your
Which
fusion
is
matter meter.
arguably the best part of the
When this
game.
meter fills up,
Don't know
you will automatically
how much you
receive
played
a
back
new
in the day,
Nano Mission.
but
Completing select Buttercup's
the original
Dexter's
version had
disappeared. You've got to see if he's in the infected zone. I'll check out here. There's no time to lose.
no time
Click
to
the
lose.
close button on the mission.
The most infected areas
I'll get
on the
back to what I was
planet are
saying in a
called
sec.
infected zones. Thanks to Fuse's Terrafuser machines, fusion matter is totally out of control inside. Ha! Good thing Dexter set up energy shields to contain the infection.
Yeah, what a
Your new task is
Awkwardly
to enter the infected
explained
zone to use the warp gate.
mechanic of the game.
Target the blue deck spot.
Anyway, so what I was saying is
I am trapped
nanos.
in Fusion Buttercup's lair. Quickly, find the fusion portal.
Use the floating platforms to get across this
Um.
dangerous pit of fusion matter. You can enter a fusion portal the same way you enter a warp
Sorry.
gate. First, select now. Click the warp button to enter Fusion Buttercup's lair.
Okay, so nanos. In this game, you have fusion matter, and that is essentially what your experience is. So you'll get it from completing quests or defeating monsters. Pretty much anything. And at the top right of the mini map, there's like that. Right now, it's like a black ring, but
now,
it'll fill up
click
with the green.
warp button to
Um,
enter Fusion
And when you
Buttercup's
completely
lair.
fill the circle, you will, in this version, you will automatically gain a mission to get a nano, because you have gained enough fusion matter to create a nano. And the nanos are
Thank
the
goodness
secondary
you
parts
made it.
of the
I
combat.
am over here. Come talk to
They
me.
have special
Hurry.
powers that let you deal damage on enemies. You can run faster, jump higher, collect more fusion matter. It's a nice system, and you also get to collect them all like Pokemon, just with Cartoon Network mini characters.
Select a few.
It is you! I knew we would meet again. My stupid sister messed up the time jump sequence and destroyed the time capsule. We need to get you back to the past so you can save our world. Fusion Buttercup is in the next room. We must stop her before she can cause any more damage. Fusions are dark, twisted versions of this planet's heroes, created by Fuse himself. They are extremely dangerous, but I think you can handle it. Are you ready? Let's go!
Yeah, it's gonna be easy. This is the level 0 mission. It's fine. Or level 1 mission. I'm level 1 now. Yeah, get her, Dexter. You got it. You're doing 0 damage. Alright, come on. Here we go.
Buttercup, that's what I'm talking about. Powerpuff Girls rule!
They sure do. That show was really good.
You have made your first
The
nano.
original, not the new
like
one.
fusions, nanos are made of fusion matter. You have used the fusion matter you collected in your fusion matter meter to create Nano Buttercup. Don't be discouraged by her size. She may be small, but she is powerful.
Your communicator is now a nanocom. It has the ability to store up to 3 nanos.
I know it is.
Whoa!
It's very good.
That does not sound good. You can escape to Dex Labs using the warp gate I have set up. I must search this area and make sure Fusion Buttercup did not steal anything from my headquarters.
I think this is the only portion
Go
of the
to
game
the warp
with
gate to exit the area.
cutscenes.
To use the warp gate, target the blue Dex.
Very nice. Prepare for transport.
We can't hold Tech Square anymore. Get to the scamper. Hurry!
Oh no, a monster. Whatever will I do?
Nanos have powers
It's
that they
level
can use
1.
to use Buttercup. Now that your enemy is stunned, you can get to the scamper safely.
So nanos, you can have 3 at a time, and they have different types. Oh, I can't even... Can I access my inventory? No, I cannot. I'll probably have to show that off later. But, as you can see next to Buttercup at the bottom right, it has there's a B, and she's red. There's A, B, and C. And it's like, you know, the basic Pokemon types, fire, water, grass, where it's like the triangle of effectiveness. So you can use that against enemies and, you know,
You did
get things
great,
done
but it
faster,
looks like
I guess.
Buttercup and the rest weren't able to handle those other Terrafusers in time. Dexter says we gotta find Mandark so we can rebuild the time machine and send you back to the past. Let's get out of here.
Despite our best efforts,
We did
Tech
it.
Square has been lost. But this war is not over yet.
Where did Dexter
Not by
go?
a long shot. Our
dead.
time-traveling
I think
friend
he's dead.
here is just the hero we need. Between Mandark and number
Hello,
2,
the Viking
I am
Fortress.
sure you will be able to
Welcome.
rebuild my time capsule. Don't worry about me. I will be fine. Get back to Sector V and to safety. Dexter, out.
Dexter out.
All right, everyone. Next stop, Hero Square, Sector V.
The Viking Fortress. No, I don't know if you've ever played FusionFall before, but it's back for like the 3rd or 4th time now, and it's a neat little game.
Communications online.
I am a 90s kid, yep. Definitely.
Do you require admission?
It is a welcome relief to see you once again. I will aid you in any way I can. I'm relieved to see that you escaped Tech Square unharmed. You won't get much rest, I'm afraid. Fuse's minions have attacked the treehouse and toppled it. Alright.
Affirmative. Farewell.
I'm assuming she's talking about the K&D treehouse, which used to be hovering in, like, suspended in the air. But, oh no, Fuse's minions! This is the open server that they have already loaded onto the game when you download it. But it doesn't seem like anybody's in the area I'm at, so, but that's okay. Fun little parkour challenge we can try. The hero, hero is great. 5-name hero. The hero is 5-name hero, great wild talks, or the hero is great 5-name hero wild talk. I don't understand. It's different in the Academy version, I think. This is nostalgic right here. This game, Toontown, Club Penguin, Free Realms, Pirates of the... Oh, Podco Online. Ah, I miss Podco. That was fun. That was my childhood. I remember getting super excited for Pirates of the Caribbean Online when they I think the 4th Pirates movie was coming out with Blackbeard, and you could like put in the code to get his sword.
Greetings.
And I was so excited. I went up to my friend. I was like, I got Blackbeard's sword. And he's like, dude, that's like the worst sword in the game. I was like, all right, I don't want to play this anymore. What did she say? There are many fusion spawns in the area. Please defeat 3 of them. That's going to do it. They remade Pirates? I didn't know that. I am gonna look that up because that sounds really fun.
Greetings.
Legend of Pirates Online. Is it to avoid any kind of copyright and do as much as they can to not get cease and desist orders?
Do you require a mission?
That is awesome. You get okay, yeah. I will have to check that out at some point. That's really cool. You know what? I'm gonna write that down right now because I know I'm gonna forget. Almost ident. That is so cool. See, I wish I was smart and could do stuff like that. We will need the gravity decelerator brought back online immediately to restore the treehouse to its previous state. It was a heroic effort on your part. Thank you. Yep, you're
Well
welcome.
done.
Same. Yep. Good work. This gravity decelerator was stolen from the treehouse's anti-grav projector. It was manufactured by Mandark Industries. That was another cool thing about this game. Was like, it's a point in, it's a mashup of all the Cartoon Network universes, and then all the villains and heroes were, working together to stop gross goo man Fuse. There are fusions in this area that want to destroy the treehouse. We must assist the kids next door in boosting their defenses. Shall we proceed? Heck yes, we
Mission
shall.
accepted. Signing off. Communications
Try out the jump
online.
pads. They're a fun way to travel, or you can be boring and use the bridges. Like I was saying earlier, I used to never read the dialogue, so I never caught little fun things like that. Yeah, I am not a fan of the Cartoon Network they have today. I think the last show that I fully watched on Cartoon Network was Adventure Time, which ended 3 years ago. People say Steven Universe is good, and I think that's over with, or just about over, but I haven't watched it yet, so I don't really have an opinion. But I definitely have no interest in like the new Ben 10 or the new
Want a mission?
yeah, Flapjack. Flapjack was really good. What's the new Powerpuff Girls? That one is not good at all. Hey, I remember you. Oh, what did
Bye
he say?
for now.
You're the kid from Tech Square. You'd better get some nanos before we send you back to the past. Okay, that's good.
Want a mission?
Shocking. Hey, you're back. There's trouble around here. Fusion number 2 has ordered the shock tanglers in Sector V to steal energy from the treehouse. You need to get it back. Okay, I'll do that. And there's also the guide mission. If we're going to send you back to the past, we got to get this time machine running. All you got to do is collect some 2x4s and we'll be on our way. Favorite was Samurai Jack and the Scotsman from... I remember almost nothing from Samurai Jack.
See you next time.
I hate to say it. I think that show is really cool looking, but I just haven't gotten around to watching it in my current, brain that remembers things instead of child brain that doesn't remember anything. So I believe I was talking about nanos earlier, and then the game completely got me off track. So you have my favorite show back in the day was definitely Adventure Time, because that started in 2010, I think. So I was, still, I wasn't young, but I wasn't, full blown, almost 18-year-old. Oh God, I don't remember. I guess it would have been like the original Ben 10 was really good. I have to think about that. I'll let you know in a little bit. But I want to discuss the nanos really quick. So the nanos. No, I'm not 18. I am older than 18. Each level, you get a nano mission to go get a nano, like I did in the tutorial section. And they have powers, so you can like select one of 3 powers that they have. They auto-selected the stun for Buttercup, but her scavenge is better. How old am I? I'm 23 and I'm playing a children's game. Um, anyway, I prefer Scavenge on Buttercup because that makes you level up faster. Oh, you're 24. Nice. Okay, so I don't feel as bad. You know, we're similar now. um, Number 2, I like to have the fast feet because you know, run faster. Eventually, you can rent vehicles in this version of the game, which, you know, completely gets rid of that need for running fast from a Nano, so you can free up that slot for another thing that's better. But I'm gonna go to this mission. There's only 36 levels in this game. Yes. Yeah. Yep. 1997. Yep. Yeah. In the original version of this game, there's only 36 levels, so there's only 36 nanos.
Number 2.
And it's a pretty good assortment from the different shows. But I think in 2012, for Kids TV, I watched like the Pokemon shows and like Sonic X. But I was much more into, you know, watching Camp Lazlo and oh, I'm gonna die.
See ya.
What are some other shows? Yeah, I don't even know. Oh, I'm dead. Anyway, Nanos, I want to like get this point across really quick because I'm definitely going to forget it again. 36 Nanos, and then in 2012 they updated the game. I think it was 2012. It might have been earlier, it might have been later. I don't really remember. They updated the game to it had a subscription version of the game where you paid like $6 or $7 a month to play. And I never paid it until it went totally free to play, which was a very interesting. I'm not gonna make it. Interesting choice. But when they updated it, they added a whole new start to the game, and they completely got rid of this section of the game. So this section of the game is only okay, yeah, go ahead. Is only like this 8 sections of the map. But then they just destroyed it in the lore. Kind of like a Final Fantasy 14. And they added an academy, and then they added a bunch of new nanos and new portions to the game. They didn't update levels or anything like that.
Attention operative.
But it was still like things were looking promising, but then in 2014 it just like shut down. I guess it didn't want to develop it any further, and then they kind of rubbed it in our faces a little bit with a game on the browser called FusionFall Heroes, which was like it's like an arena game where you just fight waves of enemies as Cartoon Network characters, and it just wasn't the same.
Want a mission? See you next time.
Oh, I didn't even read what he said. Thanks for these. You really gave those monsters a jolt. Hee hee. Go see Computress. She's got something for you. Okay. I'm sure she does. And I will actually go collect a stash of 2x4s. Huntic and Digata Defenders? I've never heard of those shows. I'm sorry. I was only like I said, into Pokemon and like Sonic X from 4Kids, and the rest of the time I was just on Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. You say you're at work, but you'll lurk in the stream. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, this is my second day off. I have a wacky schedule, so I'm finally getting around to playing some games.
Attention operative.
Good work, but we need more. Some Shock Tanglers stole some. Why would Shock Tanglers steal 2x4s? They're planks of wood. How is that going to build us a time machine? Anyway.
Hey, it's number 2.
Alright. Got the new Nano Mission.
Buttercup,
just not gonna... That's annoying. I'm gonna put on a pirate hat, because that looks fun.
Catch you later.
Hey,
Okay,
it's
cool.
number 2.
Great, I think that's enough to bring those 2x4s back to me, and I'll get to work. Get to work on that time machine made of wood. That's gonna do it. And I know, I've seen Family Guy, so I know that's not gonna work. Ah, yes. There's only 2 kinds of people in retail. Let me know if I can help you today, and I love chocolate bunnies. It's the only way we can get things done around here.
Want a mission?
Alright, 2x4. I can use these 2x4s to rebuild the time machine for you, but there's something else missing. After you get your number 2 Nano, talk to number 5. She might know where you can find another one of the missing pieces. Okay.
Great job. Bye for now.
Oh, number 108. Nah, I'm gonna go finish this mission really quick. Thank you for bringing the energy cubes to number 2. I hope his bad jokes did not do you any harm. Please report to me in Heroes Square. No, they didn't do me any harm. I probably make worse jokes. So, that's what you're here for. Stick around. Come on, get there faster.
Do you require a mission?
You defeated the shock tanglers and recovered those energy cubes in short order. Well done. The KND have sent something called a thumbs up. Thank you.
Mission accomplished. Farewell.
Good work. Your skills are improving. Oh, I'm gonna go register this KND
Where you headed?
warp hub. I suppose that's yeah. So these are essentially one of the 2 forms of this is the form of fast travel in this game. There's another form of travel that doesn't require you to walk. You just fly through with a monkey from
You looking for a mission?
Powerpuff Girls, one of Mojo Jojo's minions, and it all costs money, but money's like really easy to get in this game. Have you tangled with Fusion number 2 yet? Practice pranks. Fusion number 2 is hiding inside the infected training area. He'll send shock tanglers to ambush you. They have dangerous eruption attacks. Computress will send an email with more
Okay,
info.
goodbye.
So I guess that's how you get into the email. It shows email. Subject, eruption attacks. Be advised that Fuse's monsters have some clever maneuvers at their disposal. An eruption attack sends a concentrated blast of fusion matter your way. If you see an eruption attack's target zone on the ground, move out of the target area quickly to avoid sustaining damage. Computress. Thank you, Computress. I know Dexter only made you for scientific research and nothing else. Oh, Aldo Big Bird. Hello. Goodbye. Enjoy playing the game. Anything else I have to... Nope, just go get my number 2 Nano. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, usually that doesn't work, mixing a mask with a hat, but it looks not terrible. So there's a few different types of like weapons in this game. You can get regular guns. There's melee weapons like swords and giant battle hammers, and the only real difference between the different types of weapons, like sub-weapons in them, is
Catch you later.
just like damage output and like how they affect one enemy versus multiple enemies. There's also grenades, which I hate using because there's no like auto target, and then rockets, which also don't have an auto target, but they are much easier to use than grenades are. Like, it's neat weapons, there's a variety, but I just don't see a reason to not use the defaults. We used to run practice drills here. Now you're on a fusion hunt. Well,
Very nice wet and dry.
figured as much. So much concentrating on platform. Oh, I have to go all the way around. Okay, that makes sense. So these infected zones are set up in almost every section of the map in this game, and not only do they house fusion layers and monsters and stuff for missions, but you can also come and collect things for other missions. You can run races. Races are... I've never done races before, but they're a way to get fusion matter if you're quick about it. I just never bothered with it. I don't really know why. Get the shock tanglers. Watch out for the eruption attacks on the ground. They're really hyping up these eruption attacks, but you're gonna see that they're not all that bad. Oops. That's nothing. And that's nothing. So like I said, eruption attacks, you'll see like a little zone on the ground. That is if they ever do them. Which, I mean, are they really gonna do them? You'll see like a little goopy zone on the ground, and then after a couple seconds, it'll just create like an eruption. Fusions and like nano missions were always my favorite part of the game because the fusion versions of
Please come in.
the Cartoon Network characters were always really cool to look at. Dark Avenger helmet. Just because of like how they're all like goopy and evil and they're just really cool looking. And then the nanos, obviously, they're like little collectible
Let's get him.
characters that give you ability boosts, and I never really see that in another game like of that specific, variety. This is the only kind of game where I've seen that, other than like Pokemon or other like monster catching ones, but not like in the sense of licensed characters being floating buddies to help you out fighting goopy monsters. Really weird concept, but I think it paid off pretty well. I mean, not for them because they stopped developing it, but just gonna try to go around these guys because I don't want to fight more of them.
Buttercup. You lose, loser.
So at the top, you'll see Fusion number 2's health bar, and next to his head, it had like an equal sign. That was because Fusion number 2's typing was Blastins, which is the red one, and Buttercup's was also Blastins, so I'm not going to get a boost in attack damage. If you have a nano out,
But I was just getting started.
please check your email for the details. Okay. If you have a nano out of a certain type, and the monster is of the type that your nano is strong against, you will do extra damage with your weapon, even if your nano doesn't have like an extra power or anything. That I didn't learn until I was playing FusionFall Retro a year or two ago. That was another development team that remade the game. But there was a bunch of weird problems with that. I don't even want to get into what actually happened because I don't know. I just like playing the game. Oh,
You need a mission?
there's a fusion hanging out inside our training area. I'm sure of it. Number 5 just reported that we're running low on gumballs for our gumzookas. Can you run down to Pokeoaks North and help her out? Sure, I'll do that. I also had an email that said, talk to number 5 in Pokeoaks North. She has learned about the existence of a critical device that should help number 2 repair Dexter's broken time machine. Good luck. Okay, so we're making progress. This section of the game, the future, only has up to level 4. So it's not that long. It can just be... I don't know. It's... I don't like the future as much as the Academy because... Yo, what's up? I don't like the future as much as the Academy because the future is 8 areas of the map that are already in the full version of the game, the past. And it just shows it like further destruction, which I guess is kind of cool. But I don't think it really adds anything to the game. But the Academy is like, even though the Academy is much shorter, it doesn't really add anything to the overall. The future I'm talking about. The future doesn't add anything like super special that I think the Academy does. And plus, there's all the new characters and nanos that they added that were really fun. And this was always a fun platforming thing in the game, trying to climb to the top of the K&D treehouse. When you start out in the Academy, it's much easier than it is like right now, because in the Academy you can get a jump nano, and the jump nanos like increase your jump height, which makes the platforming easier. But there's also nanos you get by inputting a code, and those code nanos, one of them has rocket jump, so you can get an extra jump in the air after you've already jumped. So it just makes this kind of trivial. I think I went the wrong way. So I am just gonna give up, because I don't know. So, anyway. So we're supposed to go talk to number 5. Which,
Go KND! Zoom a zoom!
it's kind of weird to think about, though, with the future, because the future is like this destroyed version of the map from the past. Like you'll see each section is divided by these rivers of fusion matter ooze. And all those other areas are just gone. So did like everyone die? Did all those Cartoon Network characters just die and don't exist anymore? Are they just gone now? So it's just it's kind of weird, kind of dark. Oh god. Okay, cool. Now we're getting over here to Buttercup and number 5.
I'll
Buttercup.
bet you need a mission.
I just learned that Fuse is trying to get his hands on a map of Pokeoaks Junior High. He's planning something mean. We gotta stop him. Want to help? Sure, I'll do that.
I knew you were up to the challenge.
What'd
Later.
you say? I heard you're the kid who's gonna save the world. Better get started. Well, yeah, well, already done that.
You ready for a mission?
Glad you made it safely out of Tech Square. That scene was bad. Was it? Inside, the Cyber Stingers and Pokeoaks North stole all our ammo. Those creepy critters need to learn that they don't mess with the K&D. Sure. Start your engines, another guide mission. As you can see on the active mission list, you can have 4 world missions, 1 guide mission, and 1 nano mission active at a time, which is pretty alright. I know in other MMOs you can have, you know, every quest active at once, but this is kind of nice because you can, it's easier to keep track of, in my opinion. It's just because there's not a whole lot that's going on your screen. It's not like overstimulating to see tons of quests, but it also can be hard to like find quests. I know there's a level, I think between 19 and 20, I think, where there's like a lack of quests, so you just kind of have to grind enemies to get that next level up. So you kind of have to do all that beforehand. That's why I suggest getting a scavenge nano, so you can get more fusion matter per quest and per monster. Anyway, start your engines. Mandark Industries made a thingy called the Synchronization Engine. It should help fix the time machine, but Fuse's monsters have broken it into 3 pieces. Okay.
Great.
And Dawn of Spawn, you know the fusion spawns beat you up. You beat up for number 2. Yeah, they didn't. I beat them up. That didn't happen. They didn't beat me up. No. Excuse me. They're coordinating their attacks with the fusion spawns here in Pokeoaks North. We gotta get them.
Cool.
So we'll do it. Defeat 5 of them, and let's send them a serious message. Pokeoaks infected zones. Alright, so I'm going to do the Cyber Stingers because I have 2 quests for those. Just because it'll be a little easier to finish those quests. And since all of them, I think, go through number 5, then you can essentially just get all that experience all at once.
Go KND! Can't catch me!
And also, since there's fusion spawns here, I can fight them along the way.
Who's first?
And I think the weapons have like a set range of damage that they can do. So you, like, some enemies will go down a little bit faster just because of you got lucky on that damage roll.
Number 5 here.
Okay. Did that.
Go KND! Fast feet! Catch you later! Go KND! Bye-bye!
Not have gumball ammo cases.
Number 2!
Misfire!
Hopefully I can defeat all these guys without dying. I don't really want to die. That's kind of annoying. Oh, yeah, I'm dead. Alright, well.
Yes!
For some reason I feel like
See ya!
oh, that's the wrong direction. I feel like the health regen was a little bit faster in the retro game, FusionFall Retro, but I can't be for sure on that. I don't really know.
Let's get him! See ya! Number 5 here.
Okay. Well, that one had both. And I got the
Hey, I got a message for you.
I got the ammo and the. Did I get the time dampener too? Well, I don't think it doesn't say anything when I defeat them now, so I'm assuming so.
Go KND! Fast feet!
What the hell was that? Oh, that was a fart cloud from number 2. Yeah, he farts. Isn't that funny? One thing this game gets mad props for is the monster design. The enemies are really cool looking and really gross and are exactly what they need to be in terms of goopy fusion monsters.
Go KND!
You ready for a mission?
Thanks for helping me out. You're my kind of kid. I may need you for some super secret missions before you go back to the past. Okay, cool.
Number 5 is impressed.
Don't worry, I won't be chewing these gumballs. This is for our ammo stockpile only. Yeah, sure. And this one says, you got the spawns. We'll keep our eyes peeled to make sure them little green creeps don't start any more trouble. Is that time machine fixed yet?
That's the way
Good
we
stuff
like
out there.
it.
We gotta stay on our guard and make sure those spawns don't get all crazy
Come back
again.
whenever.
Wait, is this mission just broken now? Yeah, I already did that. So, hold on. I have to restart the game really quick. Exit. I think changing the character might reset it properly because it just reloads my character when I log out. Yeah, so it looks like I will have to delete that mission and restart it. Ow. I was hoping that weapon would be a little bit more... Okay.
Greetings.
I don't stream a lot. I streamed a couple times when I was playing Warzone like a month or 2 ago. And I streamed during the end of Fortnite Season 4 when they had the Galactus event. Just because I wanted to record that. And that was really fun. Well, let me bring the game back up. It just... I I have a whole lot of time. I today I just got lucky with don't watch my password. It's not important. Um I don't have a lot of time because I work a lot. Today I just got lucky because I didn't have any extra stuff to do on my day off, so okay, that didn't work either.
Incoming message.
Why did I have to quit the game?
You ready for a mission? That's what I like. That's okay.
I don't remember. I do want to start streaming more, just cause I don't know. This game especially, just cause I want to, you know, have it as a recording. Just cause this game's been shut down twice already, so I want to have some form of it that I can still look at in case it gets shut down again. Because the first time, there we go. Oh, new Nano. Here we go. Oh, you started streaming too? Cool. Yeah, you know what? I'll have to check out your channel. I will definitely do that and see what, because it's so nice to watch me. That's really cool. Anyway, the first time the game got shut down, they notified us ahead of time, so I was able to like snap some pictures of what I had collected, the kind of cosmetics that I had, and my progression. But the second time it was shut down from FusionFall Retro, it was like they got a cease and desist and wardrobe wars. That's funny. They got a cease and desist from Cartoon Network, which they have to be respectful because it's their property. But it was like flip of a switch and everything was gone, so I didn't have any time to like recover any of that. So I'm gonna try and do it this time. You've been streaming Wizard 101, Valorant, and Warzone. Cool. I have not played Valorant. I've seen some people play it, but I have not checked it out yet. Warzone definitely played quite a bit of. And Wizard 101 I have on my Steam, I think, but I have not played it since, I don't know, I was in middle school
You
or
ready for a mission?
5th grade or something like that. I'll make sure you get this doohickey over to Hoagie. Is that number 2? I think so. I don't remember. I know he'll be able to use it with the time machine, but you may still have to find more parts. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll do that.
Bye. See you later.
And Pokeoke's Infected Zone. Here we go. Yeah, usually, since you have 3 nanos, I usually try to keep a setup of either a jump and rocket nano with a heal nano, and then either a
Nice to see you. See you later.
Anybody home?
what is it called? A stun nano or a damage nano, just with a scavenge nano, just to like up my damage output and increase my fusion matter when I get stuff. But I always have a heal nano in the 3rd slot, just because you really need those.
Hi.
Watch out, fusion spawns are swarming their... Oh.
See you later.
They're Cosmics monsters, so use your Buttercup Nano. She's Blaston's Nano. Are you confused? Computers will send you an email. Okay.
Very nice. Stand by.
Pokey Oaks. Is that... I think that's from Powerpuff Girls, isn't it? I don't really know. I don't remember. It's been a while. A lot of these infected zones and like locations are from shows. There's even like some from shows that aren't really represented by characters in this game. Like Camp Kidney is a Camp Lazlo thing, but none of the Camp Lazlo characters exist in this game, which I think is a little weird.
Hey, it's Buttercup.
Okay, need to do that. Fusion spawns. Oh, good. Gross. go back up. Back when I used to think that nothing was anything, I didn't know anything about like copyright and owning licensed properties and stuff. So I was like, well, they should put Pokemon into FusionFall. They should put Scooby-Doo into FusionFall. They should put SpongeBob into FusionFall. And I was like, but no Disney Channel, because that's not Cartoon Network. Of course, I didn't know that was not a thing that people were allowed to do most times. So when they finally updated it with like Adventure Time and Generator Rex and Symbionic Titan, a show I never watched, but it's still pretty cool that they added that. You know, it was nice to see that this game had more potential than initially thought, just because I used to think it was just a one and done type of deal, but then they updated it once and then that was it.
Hello. Here for transport.
Hey!
Eddie looks ridiculous in this game, just gonna be honest. They updated his design in Retro and it looked so much better, but of course that got taken down, so. Usually I try to complete every mission for a given level before I do the Nano Mission, just so I can stock up on fusion matter. But for this, I'm just gonna try to go through it at a normal pace without min-maxing. Fusion Eddie is being guarded by tech drones. They are Blaston's monsters, so you gotta use your number 2, Nano. He's an Adaptium type. Computers emailed you more info. Okay. See, I never knew that until I saw on the subreddit that someone mentioned that. I was like, what? Just because I never read the dialogue. And she just goes over types. So I'm going to open these crates really quick. Oh. Ah. Oh no, a tech drone.
Number 2! Boom!
You're doing great. Now get that nasty fusion monster guy. Will do, Eddie, will do.
Ta-ta!
Hopefully I can
Zoom.
do it in a way that pleases you, Edman. I think it's cool that they tried to like update their designs to make them older, like teenagers. That's a pretty neat concept. Oops. But yeah, some look better than others. Some look the same, like Ben 10, because he's already a teenager. And here's the Eddie Nano that looks disgusting.
Break!
Yep.
Communications
Catch you
online.
later.
I have an important assignment for you. Check your email for the details. Will do. I will do that. But later. There's a neat function called Warp Away, which I usually like to do if I'm like deep in an infected zone. And it takes like 20 seconds, and you warp to the nearest respawn location after you die. And in every infected zone, the respawn location's right next to the entrance, so you can just walk out. And there we go.
Hello. Here for transport.
So, according to my email, Eduardo is more intelligent than he appears. He's just talking to Samurai Jack about rebuilding the time machine, since Jack is one of the only heroes we know who has traveled through time. Go talk to Eduardo at the cul-de-sac to find out more. And that was another one of the big draws of this game, was all of these properties in one game, like, working together. It was such an interesting crossover concept that, you know, like, some things have done, like Smash Bros. In the past, because Smash Bros. Is older than this, but I think on this scale, it's a little bit, I don't know. As a kid, it was very new and very interesting concept that I never got, like, never saw before. It was mind blowing. But now it's like oh, all the Avengers are here. Oh, oops, crossover time. Get it? How we're not interesting anymore. Cool. Thanks for getting that map. Fuse won't be able to pull any dirty tricks, and we can get back to planning our counterattacks. Nice work. See, I don't know what a map is going to do to help your cause, but anyway. That map he recovered has some creepy handwriting on it. By the looks of it, Fuse is preparing a massive coordinated attack. We need to put a stop to him.
I knew you were up to the challenge.
Is that,
I'll be waiting. Buttercup.
Is that really a threat? A map? And is a giant gooey Fuse monster going to be using a map that made by humans? I don't know if you've seen Fuse. Anybody who's watching. But Fuse is a giant, like yeah, like that. That's not Fuse, but looks a lot, it's like bigger than that. That's Don Boom. He's really hard. I don't like fighting him. They drop crates, but that's about it. Anyway. They just... I don't think he needs a human teenager-sized map to coordinate an attack against 8 sections of a map. Like, it's a little ridiculous. But of course, this is a children's game. The writing's not the best. That thing explodes. Okay. Cool.
Urgent message.
I saved the day. We do. Don Boom, I really hope you do not spawn me. And I need to go that... Oh, you dick. Get out of my way. Okay, he turned away. He's good.
I bet you need a mission.
Great work sabotaging Fuse's plans. You really know how to fight. We need more kids like you on the front line. Stop by again later if you need a mission. Okay, will do.
Smooth move. Later.
Alright. So now I think I'm ready to do the level 3 stuff. So these top 3 items here, I don't know if anybody can see them, but they're in my inventory. There's a blue one, a red one, and a yellow one, and that matches the types of nanos. So you click on one, and you can give it to your nano. It's called a gumball, and it just powers them up. I don't know exactly the specifics. I want to say it like increases their effectiveness and increases their stamina, or just one or the other. I don't really know, but you collect so many of them as you play through the game that you just wind up with a boatload in your inventory, so you might as well use them. And they're effective until they either you die, or I don't know if there's like a time limit on it or what. But usually their effectiveness is good enough for however long you need it for. Your current session, really.
It's me! Can't catch me!
I remember in the original game, since the future portion of the game was only available to the... It was the only available section of the game to the free-to-play people. You could... So I would just walk around and fight monsters for...
Bye-bye!
To no end, just because there was nothing else to do. Until they finally made the game free to play. So this is the cul-de-sac from Ed, Edd n Eddy. They've surrounded it with boxes as like a giant wall. And the doors are big planks, so that's pretty fun. But it's very destroyed. So here's the other warp system I was talking about earlier. They're monkey Styla agents. And right now there's only like 3 little spots you can go. And I better register this one too.
Where are you headed?
yeah, in the full version of the game, this place is way more populated. It's a lot more to do.
You ready for a mission?
We are needing a hero to save the day. Are you the one from the time machine? I want you to have a picnic with my potatoes, but the park is... Oh, he wants to have a picnic with his potatoes, but the park is scary and full of monsters. Can you clear out some of the pain saws near the cul-de-sac, por favor? Yeah, I will do that.
Adios.
And Eddie's got a mission
Want
too.
a mission?
Want to buy something? There's only one thing worse than a stupid alien invasion. When a stupid urban ranger owes you money. Can you find that kid Joey? He's here in the cul-de-sac.
Good luck.
You can walk to him. You can go over to him and get your money. If you're gonna fix that broken time machine, you'll need something to hold it together. Try my patented future paste. Eddie, that's not a good idea. You shouldn't be bottling that up and selling it. I just need to get some ingredients.
Good luck.
Adios, muchacho.
Go to the little park, talk to Ranger Joey, and go to the trailer park. Eat at Ed's. Double D's. As long as you save my bank account first, oh, okay. That's the Eddie we know and love. That's another show I watched. Ed and Eddie. That was a big one. Does this damage you? No, it doesn't.
Looking for a mission?
Hey, you kid from the past, heard all about you. Yeah, I owe Eddie money for some x-ray specs, but they don't even work. Listen, if Eddie wants his money, you're gonna have to get my wallet back from those dire hydras nearby.
Bye for now.
I think another reason why the future doesn't really make sense is that I'm level 3 in this area, and the entire world's just been taken over, and there's only those 6 maps left, or 8 maps left. So why are the enemies so low level? That doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. But, like I said, the kids' game have something to
Get him.
make it interesting.
See ya.
Oh, I've been killing them for no reason. Okay, never mind. So I will defeat the dire instead. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Oh, don't see me. Okay. Like I said, monster designs, really cool. These things are freaking weird. They're just like amalgamations of junk and goop all like put together into a form of like a either like some of them are like humanoids and it's really weird and disturbing. Okay, alright. One of you's gotta have this wallet. Give me the money.
Feeling better now. Gotta go.
Who's first? When I was just getting started.
God. That's one of the things this game has a problem with, along with games like World of Warcraft. Like, your missions are to defeat enemies in a lot of cases. And enemies like take a little bit to respawn sometimes. So if you got like a really annoying person who's just like doing nothing except for defeating the enemies you need to fight to complete your mission, it just makes the game not fun. And like you can remedy that by being in a group and having the group members all... Really? Nobody has that freaking wallet? Having all the group members fight enemies and then it counts for everybody? But still, it's like real hit or miss. That's why when I do like the full version of the Academy, I want to have like my private server up and running, which it's already up and running. I just... Oh no no no! Yeah, I'm dead. Excuse me. I will be right back.
When I was just
Be
getting
right back.
started.
So as you saw when I died, the nanos went to half health, and that is true for no matter what health they're at when I die. The Eddie Nano that I had out was like completely out of health, out of stamina. But when I died, he went back to half health, which can be a useful, you know, it's not really an exploit, but just a useful mechanic. If like all of your nanos are low on health, you can just go run into some enemies and have them kill you. Just to get some of that health back. You can heal nanos with potions. You also have, there's nano boosts and nano potions, but I don't think you can get many of them in the future. You can only get them from in the main version of the game. You can buy them as well, but they can be expensive if you're buying a lot of them. Which, oh god, finally.
You loser! I was just getting started!
Oh god. So now I'm gonna go to the little park. So a nice little contrast, or a little parallel to the show. I guess it's not a parallel, it's more of you know, if this chain of events were to happen in the show. Oh god, that is a big guy. Don't want to fight him. If this chain of events were to happen in the show, it would make sense that this happens. So the cul-de-sac is all covered in boxes, but the Canker sisters, Lee, Marie, and the other one, they live at the trailer park, and the trailer park is completely trashed and infested with monsters, which is just, you know, it makes perfect sense, and is just, you know, a fun little nod to the show, where I don't know if I'd call it clever, but it's certainly not. It's good world building, I think, because we're meant to believe that all these things exist in the same, you know, area in this version of the world. So it's just nice to have that sense of, you know, building in the world and the game. Makes it more fun to play around in, so that the boring, repetitive combat doesn't suck your soul out of your body. Yeah, as you can see, the park and flush is all trashed. I think the Canker sisters are just gone, and the full version of the world. Oh god. And the full version of the map. Two of them are here, and another one's at Camp Kidney. But they're just absent in this map, so they're just dead, like the other people. So, I guess that's where we're at with her. There's real stakes here. So during combat, when you're able to hit an enemy, of that white box will appear around them, and that's like your auto target. And every enemy can hit you once they're close enough. And no matter what your position is, they will always attack you. So there's not really any strategy to your placement unless you're trying to dodge the explosion burst that happens when they like put the goop on the ground. So that's another big, because I think in games like WoW or, you know, Final Fantasy 14, like placement is key in a lot of, depending on what kind of class you're playing and what kind of damage and weapons you're using. also, you could just climb these boxes to get over the fence. So it really doesn't. Oh, I have to defeat directors. Never mind. So is this wall really effective? No, not really.
What? Gotta go!
Who's first?
Buckets of water?
Can't stop me!
Is that a wacky?
Eddie! That's the stuff! Gotta
God, I'm
go!
gonna die again. That's gonna be fun. Oh well.
Message time!
Cool. Oh, come on. You did it before. There we go.
Want a mission?
Okay, I'll send this batch of future paste to number 2, but there's going to be a special handling charge. Computers will let you know what you need to do next. Oh, great. Thank you. There we go. It's cool. I'm going to use this newsprint and the water to turn it all into a pulpy, gooey mess. The secret ingredient is pre-chewed gum. Don't tell me.
Whatever.
Okay, I won't.
You ready for a mission?
Gracias, mi amigo. Now I can have a little picnic with my potatoes. We're going to have cheese sandwiches. What, you thought I would eat my potato buddies? No, I didn't. I didn't think that.
Muy bien. Adios.
Alright. Hey, it's nano time. Check your journal and let's get a nano, amigo. I'm gonna bring the wallet back to Joey really quick. And then I will go get that nano. Because after you get that nano, you can get the final piece to the time machine, and then you can finish up this section of the game, and then I can move on to the academy. So that's hopefully the goal today is to get through all of the future. Bring this money back to Eddie, and we'll be even Steven.
See you soon.
The goal today is to at least get through the future, and if I feel like it, I'll probably go through the academy, because the academy's pretty short too. It's just a couple of missions, two areas, and then the graduation area, and then you spawn in Sector V, and that's it.
Want a mission?
Nice work, kid. You may be able to help me around here. The war with Fuse means business has been booming. Stop by if you want to land a hand.
Done already?
Another one. The monsters in the trailer park and that junk heap keep coming around and scaring away my customers. This ain't a charity. Can you get them off my back?
Break away, adios,
Love the smell of money in the
muchacho.
morning. Enjoy the reward. Okay. I will go to the cul-de-sac entrance. And I will do this mission before I do the nano mission. I think I still want to do all the missions in the future before I move on to the academy.
Hey!
Defeat. Even though the cankers aren't around, the monsters are even worse. See? He says it. They're not around. Where are they? They're just dead. And it's just so nonchalant for him. Well, I guess that makes sense. They're bullies to him, but still, though. Like, it's really weird and disturbing that all these cartoon characters are just dead now in this version of the world. As much like credit as I give to
Message time!
the monster design, they have a lot of monster designs, but there's so much more game and like areas that you can explore that they do reuse a lot of the monster designs, which is a little disappointing. I can't expect, you know, them to have made a unique monster for every portion of every section of every map, because there's what, three different types of monsters in this current area, and like I think each area has a range from like 3 to 5 unique monsters. So if they were to do that for all areas of the game in the full game, that would be a lot to ask for, especially from like a quote-unquote small MMO like this. And like most MMOs, you run into the issue of going back to the same areas and fighting the same monsters, so the repetition can get a little much sometimes. But I think the game's overall charm outweighs that in most areas. I guess it's, I've gone through the game like completely once in the original version, once in retro, and now I'm doing it again just because, I guess it's the nostalgia of it. I can admit that it's not the best game. I don't even know if it's, a great game. It's a good game. And especially with the open source aspect of servers now, you can make it like private, make your own server. So you can have just your friends on playing, which I would really appreciate. I don't know if it's possible to even do this, but to create like a single player version of the game, just so if it ever gets shut down, like Nintendo the Pokemon company shut down all those Pokemon ROMs of like the fan games, that if you download it you can still keep it and play it, but I don't even know if that's possible for a game like this.
Want a mission?
Thanks. Fuse has some nerve. Good thing Double D did a nice job when he built this fortress. It keeps all the monsters out, even though it's only made of cardboard. So they're self-aware. They know what they're doing.
Good job. See you later.
You did great. Since Big Ed's not here, spoiler alert, he's dead. I'm gonna call you if those monsters come back around. So now I guess I just have that Nano Mission to do. Samurai Jack is in Peach Creek Estates. I don't even know how I'm gonna get there.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, I guess I should go through my
Okay, see you later.
inventory really quick. This is a pistol. So there's like different types of the guns. There's like pistol, rifle, shatter gun. And they each, do different types of damage. Like shatter guns can affect multiple enemies at once, which I found can be pretty useful. So whenever I'm playing, like on my main account, I like to have one gun that deals more damage to multiple enemies, and then one gun that deals more damage to one enemy. Just because it can be a little easier
Ready for a
to
mission?
take care of situations depending on what kind of monsters you're finding and how many there are. There are monsters all around. I'm so scared and all alone. I had some yummy potatoes, but now they are gone. Ay caramba, can you find them?
Don't be come back.
Yes, I will find all of those potatoes, and I'm going the same direction, so I'm gonna go to Peach Creek Estates, which is a very barren section of map that I don't really think is all that special, but it makes sense to be here because of Peach Creek Commons. It's been a while since I watched a show, so I don't know if any like characters live in Peach Creek Estates that are like mainstays for the show. Another thing I always wondered about this section of the game, Peach Creek Commons, none of the other characters from Ed and Nettie are here. It's only Ed, Ed, and Eddie, and then the Kanker sisters, and that's it. Like, there's no Rolf, there's no Plank, and the kid who carries around Plank. There's no there's that kid with the green shirt and the red hat. I don't remember his name. Oh God, I don't really remember any of the Ed and Eddie characters, so I guess it's fine. Scary bridges. Keep moving. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay. Is that really where it's at? I guess. What are these guys called? Sewer creepers. Okay, yeah, that did all of the damage. I should have sold out. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to be using this account that much. But I will talk to Samurai Jack, and Mandark's here. He's got a mission for me.
A mission awaits you.
Okay, bandits. Greetings, time traveler. I'm quite familiar with travel across the temporal plane. I know of an artifact to ease your journey, but you will need to fight to retrieve it. Okay?
Walk the honorable
Scary
way.
monsters. The temporal stone will safeguard you in
We
temporal stone.
shall meet again.
And
Let me
Mandark's got
guess,
2
you want a
missions.
mission?
Good. Fuses monsters damaged a power coupler in the infected zone, causing some serious problems. If you can restore power while I monitor from here. See if you can restore power while I monitor from here. Okay. That's fine. I can do that.
I wish you luck.
Protocore chore. Fuses creatures have stolen my protocore. In the wrong hands, it can be used for wanton destruction. Wanton destruction? I'm not very literate, I'm sorry. And that's what I intend to use it for. If I can get it back.
Success will be yours. Goodbye.
Okay, how many of these have me go? Sewer creepers, infected zone, delightful developments. That's the infected zone. Okay, so I guess I'll fight the sewer creepers first. You get the temporal stone. So they just have this random ancient artifact from Samurai Jack in the hands of level 3 monsters? Cool. That's it. That's all it took. Defeating 3 or 4 monsters, and then you get a temporal stone.
A mission awaits you.
Excellent work, young one. You may very well be the savior of this planet, but there is still much to be done. Remain strong and focused.
Your skills are admirable. We shall meet again.
Okay. Okay, so like I'm saying, the crayon cannon that I have equipped does more damage to one enemy, while the Titan machine will do more damage to multiple enemies. That is my understanding. I could be completely wrong, and I most likely am, but it hasn't failed me before, so that's what I'm going to go with. I don't think any of these improve my armor, so. Oh, I guess this is delightful. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's still the infected zone, I think. Okay. So I'm going to get like 4 dings when I reach the spot.
You got a message.
Yep, there it is. That's what we like to see.
Very nice work. Stand by.
Oh, God. What did he go?
This is Mandark.
It's muy dangerous and scary in there, but you look brave and strong. And then Mandark says, Fuse has done some nasty work here. Head in there, but watch your back. The protocol is stashed somewhere inside. I already already got that email. I don't know why you're showing it to me again. Okay, so find the potatoes, find the power coupler, recover Mandrock's protocore, and talk to Agent Lindsberg. So let's do these missions first. Really? The potatoes are really right here? Oh, there's the first one. Okay, then it's not that bad. No. Okay, that's fine. One thing that was always really annoying about the game is, like, if you're being damaged by an enemy, like, I guess it makes sense, or you walk over these green patches on the ground, you start taking damage, and then the green area around the screen will say danger, and then you can't interact with anything, even if there's no threat anymore. It takes a second to, like, go away.
A message for you.
I mean, you know, that's just a minor nitpick. That's not really a flaw of the... Oh? So this little shining thing is a recall point. Some nanos have the power to recall, so it's really useful that I never use it. I only really would use it if I have a lot of missions in the same infected zone, and the infected zone just takes a long time to...
A message for you.
Reject potatoes, okay. The infected zone just takes a long time to get through. Oh God, really? I have to go up there? That's annoying. That you would want to get to that spot, which is entirely the point of the power. The recall, once you use the power, allows you to teleport to that section of the map. Okay, I guess that wasn't that bad. And then the power coupler. And that way you can, you know, it's just skip that portion of the... Affirm the power stable, come back here and I'll give you a reward. You could skip that the starting portion of the infected zone and get to your, you know, your objective quicker. Since the exit is right here, I'm not going to warp away just because it's a lot faster to go to the exit right here. And I gotta walk.
Number 2, fast feet.
Oh, Eduardo said, "Oh, muchas gracias. You did it. Please bring those back to me. Return to me at once." Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
A mission awaits you. See you soon.
Let me guess. You want a mission? You're a genius. You're a genius.
I didn't read any of those. The protocore you collected is missing the valence inhibitor and the ion shield, not to mention the phosphorescent coil. This fuse is on my naughty list.
You'll be fine. Very well.
Okay. So I think if you missed anything, you can go back into your journal and go to the completed section. And I don't think you'll... Oh, it just says my notes. So you won't be able to read those. But that's okay. That's not too bad. Defeat the Verminators. Are they inside or outside? They are outside.
Catch you later.
So I'm gonna defeat these Verminators.
You rang? Go KND.
So a lot of enemies will also have the same powers as nanos. So they can have stun.
Number 2.
They can have... I don't guess... Not all the powers that the nanos have, but they have similar powers, like I said, stun or some extra damage. And I think in the full area of the game, they will have...
Catch you later.
They'll have powers that will like create an aura around them, like a big circle will go around them. And if you have a nano out, it will do damage to your nano. So you usually want to like throw them back and like unsummon them really quick, and then bring them back out once their attack is over. Just so your nano, because that damage can either do like half your nano's health to most of it, if not all of it. And that can be really dangerous if you're trying to not let them die. Because if they're, I think if they're below a fifth of their health, or maybe a fourth of their health, you can't summon them until they reach that threshold again. So you can't even summon them to give them a potion, you have to wait. At that point, I would just like go to a nano station and
Are you receiving me?
and just get a different nano with the same power. There are way more nanos than there are Nanopowers, so you can have a lot of this that have the same powers. Plus, it's cool to. I always thought it was cool to like run around and you can essentially show people. Oops. What nanos you have, just because. I don't know. It's fun. Don't judge me. So, as you probably saw, the inventory space in my inventory, obviously, was limited. So you can only hold a maximum amount of items. But if you have more items that you want to keep than what you're able to hold on to, oh nice. There is a character in a lot of the main hub areas, like the Peachtree Commons, or there's Mount Blackhead in the wilds, or there's the shopping center in the city station. There'll be a character who has a bank, and that bank is your, it's extra storage, and you can access the same bank slots from each of those, so it's not like a like a Minecraft treasure chest.
Let me guess.
You just go to one chest and it has that stuff. It's it's a linked bank, so you can access it from any of those guys and get your stuff. Thanks to you, my protocore is restored. Ha 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 ha. Now get back to saving the world. Can't you see I'm busy?
You goodbye.
So now I will do the Nano Mission and get to level 4. And then I think there's only a couple more quests that I have to do. And as you can see, usually when you level up, the fusion matter meter gets reset. And since I've been doing all of the missions, it's already full again. So once I level up and then go back to the past, I will be automatically ready for another mission, which is very useful. And having that scavenge nano is really helpful for those times in the game where you want to just get through the levels as much as you can, get as much experience as possible. Hit that max level so you can fight the main boss. These cannons I never understand them. They're like real cannons, I guess.
Are you looking for a mission?
This is the entrance to Fusion Eduardo's lair. Samurai Jack is waiting for you, but Eduardo followed him inside.
Until next time.
Defeat the sewer creepers. Oh, defeat 8. Beware of the super creepers' corruption attacks. They will attack your nano. Oh, so that's what I was talking about. If they do it... Okay, never mind. They won't do it. Help, I am inside the monster's lair and I'm so very scared. I followed you, but there are too many disgusting monsters. Get me to safety.
Nice to see you, adios.
Is this the mission I'm thinking of? Where Eduardo like gains a health bar and he follows you? I don't think so. That'd be cool though. Nah, I guess not. I think in one of the updates, in a later version of the game, there was a mission where you could, Eduardo would follow you and essentially be quote unquote in your party, and he'd have his own little health bar. And you'd have to protect him as you escorted him. And I think it was only one mission that did that. I think it was Eduardo. But, it is what it is. Escort missions aren't usually the best. But when we're talking about FusionFall, any variety is
God,
Nice.
break! Gotta go!
Greetings, Freddy. Shall meet again.
Okay, he didn't have anything for me. Except to fight Fusion Water. Okay.
Let's get him! Can't stop me!
And that was the easiest fight ever. I remember when playing this, my brother would always try to fight the fusions with his bare fists, because you can unequip your weapons and just fight with your fists. And your fists do almost no damage. It's really terrible.
I protect us.
But I guess it was always satisfying to, you know,
Communications online.
do those missions with your fists only. Eduardo, I already did this one. I already did this one. Why isn't it? Anyway. So as you can see at the top of my screen, when I push enter, there's a little thing that says go to the time machine now. It's not ready yet, but once I have all the parts for the time machine, it will be fully operational, and I'll be able to travel to the past, where Dexter was supposed to send me, but of course Dee Dee messed up the machine.
Gotta go!
Wasn't able to. And in the original version of the game, when you'd click that button, it would just take you to a pay for the subscription now page. And it was always really disappointing. Oh, looks like I can go there now, but I don't have enough materials. So, alright, I don't have all the things I want to do yet. So I'm going to do all that first. Because I believe Mandark will have the mission of bring the head of Larry 3000. Larry 3000, I don't remember. Old Cartoon Network thing. I don't even know if it was Dexter's Laboratory or what.
Let me guess. You want a mission?
My genius is required. You must find the time-traveling robot called Larry 3000. But he was destroyed and left for scrap in Goat's junkyard. Ha ha ha.
Success will be yours!
I would like to know what Larry 3000 is from. So I'm going to look that up really quick. So let me search for that. Just really fast, because I'm actually dying to know. Larry 3000 is the time-traveling robot who serves alongside Officer Buck Tudrussell, and Otto Osworth and the Time Squad. Larry was originally designed as a diplomat. He's played by Mark Hamill. That's cool. Appearance in the Time Squad, I guess. I don't think I've ever heard of that show.
Very well.
But you can make fun of me later for not knowing if that's even the name of the show. You plan to rebuild the time machine to return to the past. You will require my assistance. Okay, that's fine. Yep, that's what he said. Oops. Yeah, this is all she's giving me. Okay. Oh my god, it's okay. Alright. They even have representations for shows like Megas XLR and some other wacky Cartoon Network shows that have just not had any relevance for the longest time. Even when the game was coming out, they didn't have much relevance at all. Which, I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, hey, we acknowledge that these shows existed. It's pretty nice. Like Juniper Lee has a Nano. That's interesting. There's like Courage the Cowardly Dog and Ben 10. Samurai Jack, of course. Oh, better.
Little bit. Okay, kid.
You know what?
Hello.
I'm gonna find Layer 3000 really fast, which is all the way on the other side of the
Area initiate warp.
thing. So I'm actually going to see if I can adjust my nanos at all. Okay. Nobody has a jump. So never mind. I was hopefully gonna get a jump nano, but no such luck.
Very
That's
nice.
okay.
Bye.
The jump and rocket nano makes everything so much easier to finish. Like I would just be able to jump that and get to the other side where I'm supposed to be. I wonder if I can do it now. Probably not. Yeah, that's okay. We'll just do it the normal way, I guess.
It's me, Zuma Zoom.
Now, I'm not sure what Goat's Junkyard is from. I want to say it's from Megas XLR because this is where the real Megas is at in the game. You can see his wings, or I guess the car doors are up, or whatever are up there. Or no, it's a car on top of a robot. Never mind, I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, it would have been cool to see, like, Megas fight some big fuse monsters, but all you see is the aftermath of it right here. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a game. There's already lots of crossover stuff. It's really fun. So I'm going to try to avoid the ground as much as possible. Though I don't think I really need to. But I just don't want to fight any enemies. Okay, yeah, he ignored me. Good. Probably won't be able to ignore this guy, so that's fine. Oh, well, they're nothing, so never mind. But yes, there he is, an out-of-commission Megas. And you would have thought, like, this is the future, so this is what happens after he was defeated. But no, this is... It's still the same way in the past. And there's Layer 3000. Fun little guy. And bring him back to Mandark.
It's me, Zuma Zoom.
Some of the nanos, like, I think most of the nanos have the original voice actors do, like, the lines. But some of them are edited to sound squeakier and, like, high-pitched, which really doesn't sound all that great. But some of them just have their normal voices, so I don't know what, like, the distinction is or, like, what the creative decision behind that is. Yeah, so I think based on the time I have today, I will be able to finish the future, and then I will start a section of the academy, or I will do the academy, since the academy only takes, like, I don't know, hour, maybe 45 minutes. So it'll be a nice stream today. How long have we been going for? Almost 2 hours? That's pretty good. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I don't have
Number 2, can't catch me.
Let me guess. You want a mission?
You found the head of Layer 3000. Now you can repair the time machine, return to the past, and save the world. Remember, you could not have done it without me.
My
Okay.
plan worked.
Using my genius, I will explain to number 2 how to use Layer 3000's head to fix the time machine. You should go to his time lab now.
Very well.
Ta-ta.
That's the most... This is a time lab. That's the most important stuff from the future. There's probably some other quests that I missed, but I don't really care enough to do them.
What do you want?
So I'm just gonna finish up this. And this is like a cool section they only use this one time. I think this is inside the treehouse. You can like
What
see all
is
these
it?
people. Remember when you get back to the past, tell them you couldn't have done it without Mandark?
Get out of my
Nice
sight.
work.
Go and give Fuse a couple kicks in the butt for me.
Cool. I'll be
What can
waiting.
number
Say hi to
for
Dex
you?
for me when you get there.
What can number
Oops.
5 come back whenever?
And Eddie
Are you,
says, "Did
pal?
you sell? Did you get time travel? Do you get time travel sickness? I'll sell you a paper bag for cheap.
Whatever.
Yeah, I can probably just go
traveler.
get a paper bag. The path of the hero is never easy, but I see within you the strength to save the world from destruction.
We
Thank you,
shall
Samurai
meet
Dan.
again.
Hola.
Adios, me favorite friend from the past. You can go now and make these yucky monsters go bye-bye.
Come back.
Salutations.
The time machine is now fully functional. It is time for you to return to the past and save our planet.
Signing off.
Two
ODP
says, you're
Gilligan
gonna do
at your
great.
service.
Make us proud. I promised myself that I wouldn't cry. Yeah, that's sweet.
Bye for now.
And you can see there's the head of Layer 3000 right here. That's pretty cool.
Ugh.
So I think I'm just gonna... What does it say? For using a nice... I don't know. Warp to the past. Once you warp to the past, you will be unable to return to this area. Any active mission you have now will be removed from your journal. I will do that. Warp to the past. And I'm just gonna pick a guide because that's all I want to do. I will get into the guides when I do the Academy version of the game, just because it's, you know, I'll be actually doing those guide missions from there. Wow. All right. And that was the future. So, this character I will never play again. So I'm just gonna... We're just gonna exit the game and log out. And I will start up the game again. And I'm gonna go onto the Academy server. And I'm just gonna hide the just gonna hide the game really quick so you don't see my login info. I should have done that earlier on my other one, but I'll just edit that in the video whenever it goes up. Oh, right, never mind. I logged on to the wrong server. I need to open up my server that I made. And I will connect to that. Okay, and I'm going to make the game visible again. Alright, here we go. And I have to... They don't have the good name selection here. So that kind of sucks. So I have to scroll through it all again. Do the same name. There it was. Porto. We will go to Snow and down to Healer. So this is what happens anytime I do a game now. And anytime there's like an MMO or anything like that that requires you to have this like 3-section main, I always make it Eduardo Snow Healer just because it's nostalgic and fun. Easy peasy. We're almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there. Oops, I passed it. There it is. And I'm a boy with light skin. That one. That color is dark. And we're gonna do razor cut, thick brow, brown eyes. Continue. There we are.
All in all, you have to admit, this world is a pretty amazing place. I mean, what's not to love?
It's true, Ben 10.
Mutant toddlers, imaginary friends, giant robots, child geniuses, evos, cryptids, that guy, not to mention your occasional alien hero. Sure, we have our fair share of danger. The occasional evil mastermind or tyrannical monkey set on ruling the world. Still, none of us were prepared when Planet Fuse arrived, ready to consume our world.
Fuse.
His creatures rained down, taking on familiar forms and transforming the Earth itself. But we learned that we could harness their essence to create our greatest weapon against the invaders, nanos. There's no question, saving the Earth is gonna take all of us, together.
Alright,
Communications
so
online.
this is the new version of the game, the Academy update, and so now we start here in the Null Void from Ben 10, where we get our first mission. Right at Ben.
You need a mission?
Welcome to basic training. All new recruits need to learn some basics. First things first, go to find Grim and learn about the Resurrectums. Use the arrow keys or WASD keys to move.
Let's kick by.
So I'm gonna go find Grim at the Resurrectum.
Ben here.
Would you like a mission?
Don't worry if you die. I'll just bring you back at one of me Resurrectums. That's great.
But the conversation was just getting interesting.
Grimm's Gardens Resurrect. I can't read what the other
You're
words
doing
are.
great.
Those are the respawn points. We only had to use them a couple times, so it's not really that big of a deal.
You need a mission?
Okay, now that you know what will happen if you're knocked out, it's time to move on to combat. You will need a weapon. Take this lightning gun. So we're gonna grab the gun. Same
Good
gun
work.
we got in the other portion of the game. Oh, what do you say? Great. Yeah, now here's... Oh, it's the same thing. Now you start off combat training. We have captured and contained some fusion spawns on the other half of this island. See if you can take a few of them down using your new lightning gun.
Good luck. See you later.
Equip it. What is that?
Ben here.
So what's nice about this is this is like an open area where everybody can walk through and they can fight all the enemies. But if there are no enemies because too many people were playing at the time, you could just come here to the fusion spawn containment and warp. And then there'll be a whole other section here full of fusion spawns. Now I don't know if warping inside an infected zone will create a different instance for you outside of everybody else, or if it's just another section of the game that everybody else can access. But this still helps if there's like just some extra guys that need to be taken out.
Roger, roger.
So I'm just gonna go back and talk to Ben.
You need a mission?
Great job. Those fusion spawns didn't stand a chance. Here's some fusion matter and taros for your reward. So
That was
complete that.
awesome.
And now
See you later.
you'll see I'm still level 1. I didn't level up, but I'm
need a
able to
mission?
get a nano mission. Now they have completely reworked the nanos for this update. So there was only originally 36 nanos, and now there are far more than that. So that's 11, that's, what is that, 55 here, 56, 56, so there's now 57 nanos. That is a lot, and that's really good for this update, because I was really hoping that they would all be here. And you're able to see what they all are. Then you'll notice that, like, Blossom will say a level 4 nano, and Wilt will also say a level 4 nano, and so will Dee Dee. So a group of like 4 or 5 nanos are available once you hit that level threshold, so you can just go and get all 4 of them or 5 of them or whatever instantly. You don't have to wait until your next level up, which is cool because the name of the game is collecting all the nanos. Not the name of the game, but my main objective of the game is to collect all the nanos, which was always my goal, was to have them all, and then
You need a mission?
fight fuse. And along the way, usually when you do that, you level up regularly anyway through the missions and fighting monsters. So I think this reworked system is a lot better than the original system. But anyway, we'll just move on to this Nano Mission. It's time for your first Nano Mission. Recently, the fusion spawns have been acting more organized. We learned why when we found Fusion Finn hanging around. We have cornered him in the building over there. If you can take him out, your nanocom should get what it needs for you to make your first nano. And the Nano Mission will tell you what powers that you can give your nano. Most people will put Smite Evil. I think it will I think it'll force you to put Smite Evil. I'm not quite sure, but I'm gonna put, if I can, I'm gonna put Heroic Leap on him just because.
Let's kick fuses. See you later.
As you can see, the Rex Nano, which is your second nano, also has a damage one, which I will give to him instead.
Systems online.
Did Ben say anything else? Let's see if he said.
Relax. You're doing great.
There he is. Go get him. Once you have your new nano, come talk to me for your next mission. So we're just gonna get right into the fight here. Fusion Finn. I think since Adventure Time was my favorite show, I'm gonna save all the additional Adventure Time content in this game for its own little session. So once I hit max level, I'm gonna do all the Adventure Time content like at once, so I can collect it all. Sadly, you get the Finn. I mean, not sadly. It's really cool. You get the Finn Nano first now. But for the rest of everything, I'm just gonna save it for its own little section of the stream when I decide to do that. But I have to get through the rest of the game first. So we're gonna go back and talk to Ben and complete basic training. Basic training, pretty simple, right? That was like 3 missions.
You need a mission?
Okay, time for you to leave basic training. Talk to Rex. He's standing on the warp platform past the fusion spawns. If you have Nanofin's Heroic Leap power, you can jump higher and reach Rex quickly. If you didn't choose Heroic Leap, then it will take longer to reach him. Heroic Leap is a passive skill. When a nano is summoned, it is always working.
Let's kick fuses. See you later.
So that's a pretty good segue into further discussion of the Nanopowers. The Nanopowers have a activation button depending on what kind of thing they have. So, like extra damage or the stun power, you can either push X or you can right click to activate it. But if a nano has a passive power, you just have that power as they're activated, and it will cause them to deplete their health quicker than a regular nano that has an activate power. When you have a nano that you activate their power, it will lower their health each time you activate it.
Hola.
If you're ready to take it to the next level, there's plenty to do in the zoo. So that's another cool section they added, was the zoo. I think it's called the petting zoo from Generator Rex. It's where they keep all of the Evos. But in this case, they've kept fusion monsters. Good job with basic training. As a reward, here's the final fusion matter that you will need to get to level 2. Congratulations. So you complete the mission, level up, and we can talk to Rex.
You need something?
Welcome to my neck of the woods. Advanced training. Now there's only 6 missions in advanced training, and that's it. Welcome to the zoo. It's a good job on reaching level 2. Now that you're stronger, we need you to help with a new problem. Some of the fusion spawns have grown larger. Test your new strength by fighting one of these jumbo fusion spawns.
Good luck. Catch you later.
So I will just kill this one, I guess. Since Finn's a Blastins now, I'll just have him out and give that extra damage and do it faster. Now we'll talk to Rex. And I will equip that weapon for no reason.
You need something?
Looks like Finn wants to talk to you head over to the jump pad there and use it to get to them.
Catch you later.
These areas aren't as complex as the areas in the future were, but that's just because the areas of the future are the same areas as in the past. And these ones are just like the training areas, so they're built specifically to teach you how to play the game. Since once they made the game free, they had a huge influx of players jumping in, so they wanted to create like a fresh start to the game.
Greetings, friend.
Alright. Algebraic jump. Oh, you should accept the other mission I have. It'll teach you about different weapon types. The lightning sword is totally math. For your next mission, you'll learn about different weapon types and how to use them well. Go to the armory and talk to Lance. After that, take the great sword out for a test fight.
I'll be here if you change your mind.
So I'm gonna go talk to Lance first before I do anything, but it looks like I have an email. Remember, you can click on the checkbox next to a mission name in your mission journal and make it your current mission. Or click on the mission and then click Make Current Mission. Your current mission displays a waypoint, red arrow, to the location of the next task on your minimap to help you navigate. The current objective for the mission will appear under the minimap, which we already pretty much gathered from the future portion of the game. And as you can see, I didn't select any kind of types of clothing. Everyone will start with the same armor. But you'll be able to choose your clothes soon, actually, in no time. It'll be easy. Not a bad selection of weapons, is it? Talk to me when you're done getting.
How are you this fine day?
Get done staring. Oh, yep. All right, time to get back to work. Get some of those cyber singers.
We'll talk again soon.
So it's good that I talked to him first, because now I have 2 missions that fight cyber singers, and killing one will stack. So I will. You'll see once I defeat 5 of them, it will work for
Adventure time! Here we go!
the first mission that I have. Even though it's not active, it will still count. So it just dinged. Then I will defeat 2 more. I'm actually probably gonna die.
I'll be back!
This is important.
Another mechanic they added was that I didn't see that guy. Was a dodge. So as you see, I just dashed quickly to the side. I just double tapped a directional key and you do a dodge. This makes traversal a lot quicker, especially if you have a vehicle, which I'm actually going to summon right now. Let me just look up the codes really quick. It's good that in this version of the game they still enabled all the codes to get the items, because a main part of the new update was adding certain nanos to be obtained from codes, which you would just go onto the FusionFall website and redeem the codes there. So I'm gonna pull up just a code to get a vehicle, just to make traversal a little easier. So all you would do is press enter, and since this is on their own thing, they don't have a website to throw up the code, so your account will have the code. You just have to come into the server, because each server will have a different character for you, similar to WoW and other stuff like that. So you just put redeem in there, and then put in the code, which is FFC Finish Mas Zooms. And it will say I've redeemed the code item, and it says I'm not able to use this yet, which is okay. Because I don't even think you're supposed to use. You don't even really need it in the training portion of the game.
How are you this fine day?
Great job. I hope you learned a little bit about how different weapons can be awesome in different ways. Now, if you finish with Rex's mission, talk to Lance and start your next Nano Mission. So I'll complete that.
Where do you think you're going?
But I think I still have to talk to Finn really quick. And then I'll be able to go get my Nano Mission. I think that little thing, like crawling out of the ground, is an Evo, just to give, and the trees have eyes and stuff because they're Evos, just to give it some spice of life in the game world. It's not really interactable, but it just looks cool.
Greetings, friend.
You've definitely gotten stronger now that you're level 2. Great job with the Jumbo Fusion Spawn and Cyber Stingers. Once you have finished Finn's mission, make sure to talk to Lance to start your next Nano Mission.
That was totally it. I'll be here if you change your
I'll do
mind.
that. This music's cool. I don't know if I'm allowed to play the music, but I don't care. I'm not really doing this for money. I'm doing it for me to have fun. I'm not even a monetized streamer. So
How are you this fine day?
the Providence amateurs captured Fusion Rex in Fusion Bend for study. Of course, things didn't work out, and now we need to clean things up. Fusion Rex is poisoning his containment area. Go take him out to get your Rex now.
That's one. Where do you
that.
think you're going?
Verifying clearance verified. Entrance approved. Caution. Building interior corrupted by fusion matter.
Hello. Initiate warp.
Excuse me. Okay, now use the launcher to get over the barrier. Okay, did that. When you are fighting Fusion Rex,
This is important.
watch out for the fusion matter on the floor. It's poisonous. After have your Rex Nano come talk to me. So just do this really quick. There's Fusion Rex right there. I think he's blasted, so I'm not gonna bring out Finn. It won't do anything extra for me. Oh.
Let's do this! Here we
Alright,
go!
I almost died. I really thought I was gonna
Bring
die.
it on.
That's fun. So Rex, I'm gonna give him big freaking sword because extra damage is always
Catch you
useful.
later.
And I can just go talk to.
Somebody call for a secret weapon?
Like I said, some of the nanos have, alterations to their voices. So it's a little weird to me that they have the voice actors for the main characters, but then the nanos have like squeaky voices. I personally would have preferred every nano to have their like regular voice, but it's it's not game breaking or a deal breaking for this type of game. I'm just glad it still exists in some form.
How are you this fine day?
And the next Nano Mission, I can't believe those amateurs thought Fusion Rex and Fusion Bend would be safe to study. Fusion Bend is pumping his containment area full of fusion goo. Go take him out to get your Alien X Nano. Alien X, I'm disappointed. It's a great design, and I really like the fact that a bunch of Ben 10 aliens can be nanos. But Alien X's nanopowers leave a lot
I hope
to be
we'll talk
desired.
again soon.
His healing is good, but it is group healing. Now the group, some powers have different effectiveness, so you can either have it be a solo target, or it can be a group target. And when it's a group target, it makes sense, but the group targets it will be less effective on. So say if you have a speed nano, I think if it's a group speed nano, the speed will not be as quick as the normal speed nano. Oh, and I'm actually going to die, so that's fun.
Catch you later.
So the same kind of thing happens with the healing nano. Alien X is a
Hello.
group healing nano. So it's just really just kind of
important.
not as effective as I would like it to be. And now we just fight Fusion Ben. There we go. Easy as that. Nano. But I am going to give him the Celestial Light.
Rejuvenation approved.
Catch you later.
Good Jojo crossing the fusion mode, get fusion abandoned. You're gonna be next down. Once you have it, come talk to me. So I'm gonna go talk to him.
Hello.
And we'll do our last few missions for advanced training. And then all there is left is the graduation at the academy. And then that's probably gonna be it for this. Oh my god. Well, I have no idea what that was. So we're just not gonna do that again. I don't know why. Usually enemies aren't supposed to be able to use jump pads like that, so I don't know why they teleported up to that top platform with me. It's not really what they're supposed to do. But I don't make games, so apparently this version of the game is more broken than the original. Like more crashes happen, which is, you know, disappointing. But I mean, it loads so fast now. Back in the day, it didn't load. It took like 5 minutes to load into the game or longer, but now it's nothing. Your next task is to defeat Timber Wreckers. They're getting a bit out of hand. If you can take out 5 of them, things should be
Good luck. I hope we'll talk again soon. This is important.
Oh, really? That first one I killed just didn't.
Celestial light!
Somebody call for a secret weapon? I'm out of here.
And in this version, I think your health replenishes a lot slower than it does in the other version,
Bring it on.
which makes it easier for your nanos to die and for you to die.
Somebody call for a secret weapon?
Okay.
I'm out of here.
Information for you.
Good job, come back to me for your reward. Will do, Lance. I think Lance is from Symbionic Titan, which, again, I never really watched, but it's pretty cool. Though I did look it up, Symbionic Titan was made by the same guy who created Dexter's
How are you
Laboratory,
this fine
which is really cool. I'm surprised it didn't have as much of a following as Dexter's Laboratory did. Good job. Remember, A beats B, B beats C, and C beats A. If you can keep it straight, monsters like those Timber Wreckers are easy.
You were brilliant.
The stalking arachnids have been causing more trouble lately. Their eruption attacks often catch people by surprise. If some trainees are getting hurt when they shouldn't be, and some trainees are getting hurt when they shouldn't be, could you take out 5 of them for me?
Good luck. I'll be here if you need me.
I could just imagine, like, if a person was actually in this situation and they just sucked at being a monster slayer, then they just kept dying, and eventually I feel like Grim would be like, nah, we're not doing this anymore.
Bring it on. Somebody call for a secret weapon?
That's another. Okay,
It's Lance.
Okay, fine.
Rejuvenation.
I killed 4 of them before I realized I had to reach the area. So that is the explosion that they were talking about before that we never got to see. That's alright. Not too bad. Just gotta kill one more.
Somebody call for a secret weapon? Catch you later.
This is important.
Alright. Good job. Come back over here and get your next mission. Which I think should be the last mission for this area, and then we'll move on to the graduation area, which is called Mount Everest. I don't know what it's from. It's from an older show with a character called Captain Planet or something like that.
How are you this fine day?
Good job. I hope you're able to avoid the eruption attacks. Remember to watch for the circle on the ground. Easy peasy.
You did a fantastic job.
That's it for your advanced training. Talk to Computress to warp to Mount Everest for your graduation. She's standing on a warp platform waiting for you. Once you arrive at Mount Everest, she'll teach you about some of the guides you'll have available to help you in the fight against Fuse.
That's right. Where do you think you're going?
Now, I know my stream is pretty basic right now because I just have the game and window and my webcam up, but hopefully I can figure out how to make a stream deck and the overlay and everything like that. Yeah, actually get some kind of production value on this thing.
Systems
This portal will
online.
take you to Mount Everest when you have completed your training, which we are done with. So now we're going to Mount Everest. Welcome to Mount Everest. Congratulations on finishing all your training. Now you're almost ready to help in the war against Fuse. Complete that mission,
Communications
reach level
online.
3. And it's a similar situation with the people lined up to congratulate you on getting to the main portion of the game.
Hiya, pal.
Do the warps make you sick? I'll sell you paper bag for cheap. That's exactly what I said last
Hey,
time.
I'm
Congratulations
Tom,
on your
the
graduation.
Tsunami
Tom,
Operations Module.
another character I added into the update. He was not in the original game, which is pretty cool.
Catch you later.
I'm trying to remember what his voice actor does. He's a lot of anime voiceovers, but I just can't for the life of me. No, that's not true. I don't know if that's even true. I
Can't
think
you
he was
see
just
I'm
the
busy?
narrator for all the Toonami stuff when I was watching anime when I wasn't supposed to be back in the day. I'm sure you're aware that you'll never be victorious without the help of Mandark.
Goodbye.
Flapjack. Hello, fellow adventurer. Have you seen a really nice whale around? No, I have not.
Come back, bring
My name is Fred Burger. Fredburgger. Yes.
Hi there.
Hi, you must be pretty brave. Do you think you can figure out what's going on in my brother's old lab?
See you next time. Oh, it's you.
Game time, kid. Go show us what you got.
See you later.
Ben staying
Fuse
out
is
of trouble.
supposedly attempting to awaken an ancient creature that sleeps at the base of the fissure. Now, I played the game twice. Probably maybe 3 times in the original one. I don't think I finished it on a second character, but I think I got pretty far. I don't remember what the creature is
Right here
at the
if you need
base of
Ben staying out
the
of
fissure.
Don't Be a Stranger.
So that'll be fun to re-explore. The path of the hero is never easy, but I see what... Oh, he said that
I'll
last
see you soon.
Nice to see you again.
Now you go to make these yucky monsters. Yeah, he said that last time too. Okay, so now we'll talk to computers to talk about the guides. Actually, I want to talk to Grim first.
How can I even
That's all he has to say. These people up here. Octus, I think, is from
Hello,
Symbiotic
Earthling.
Titan. Greetings, Earthling. I calculate that you will become a great hero one day. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Yeah?
This is Ilana. Congratulations on completing your training. We could really use your help.
Fine.
There's Rex. So you made it through. Can't say I had any doubt. Fun thing about Rex, I really like that show, Generator Rex. He's voiced by the kid that played Junie in the Spy Kids movies, the original
going
3,
on
which
here?
is strange. It does not sound the same at all. You did well back there, but we've got a long road ahead.
I'll be here if you need me. What's going on?
Dude, I'm totally geeking out. Check out all these heroes.
No worries.
So that's a cool thing about Mount Everest. There's that monkey from Dexter. I don't know who that person is. I recognize them, but I don't know who they are. There's the cow, Super Cow from Cow and Chicken. A samurai warrior. I don't know if it's maybe from Samurai Jack or what. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Pyramid Head or something. That sounds like a horror monster. I don't know. That's another person I don't know. There's a Hulk-looking thing. And I don't know who the rest of these guys are either. But it's really cool that I think these are references to old shows. I have to do some research. So now Computers is going to teach us about guides.
Do you require a mission?
New recruits should speak with each guide before deciding on which one they want to select. So we're going to first meet Ben. Now that your training is complete, you must choose a guide to assist. The guide you select will determine the primary quest you will pursue and the armor sets you will receive. Speak with each guide before making a decision.
Farewell.
Menace
Communications
has been a
online.
flag to rally around for many in these dark times. Speak with him now.
Yo.
heard that Fuse managed to make a fusion version of my former alien self. That sounds just wrong. And that's true. You do fight a fusion Kevin.
Take it easy.
It's really cool.
Hey, I'm Glenn.
I've been
What's
receiving
up?
emails from someone in nowhere. He seems to know a lot about extraterrestrial activity. I think it's courage. I think she's talking about courage.
Roger, roger.
I decided to pick Mr. Tennyson. I'm sure it's going to be an awesome experience.
Hi.
Let's hope so.
I'd be honored to guide a great recruit like you.
If you were going to beat the fusions, we're going to need to understand more about them. If you'd like to help my friends and I uncover this mystery, then follow me.
Bye.
Greetings.
So we'll go talk to Computress. And I think there's 4 guides.
Do you require
In the
admission?
future, there was 1 guide, and it was Computress. New recruits, yeah. Now that you've spoken with Ben, I'm sure you understand the importance of the mission and he's decided to undertake. So these kind of rewards, you'll get to select whichever one you want. So I'm just going to pick the blue one.
Well done.
Now we will meet Mojo.
Upward. Signing off. Greetings.
Mojo Jojo may be a supervillain, but for now our interests are aligned. Speak with him next.
Hey,
I had to sign up with Mojo after I saw some of the awesome armor sets he had to offer. So that could be another thing to help you decide on which guide you want to go with. You can get all their armor sets. The stats will be the same for each mission level that you do, and the armor piece that you will receive. And you can switch guides. You can, at any time, you can switch guides and start their quest line. You're never locked out of any of those, but the only downside is if you change a guide, you will not be able to wear those armor sets that they have until you switch back to them. So you can still keep the armor sets, you just can't wear them unless you have that current guide set.
a mission that you
If you
require.
pick Mojo,
or is
I will
it
be your
something
guide.
else?
I will shower you with precious gifts and things. Fuse thinks he is the greatest of all supervillains, and that is where he is wrong. Very wrong. Join me, and together we will discover a way to beat Fuse himself. Then the world will know who the greatest supervillain really is.
Get out of my sight.
Communications online.
Still 2 more guides to speak with, so yeah, we can all see them. Once this is all over, Mojo Jojo and all the other supervillains are going to go back to what they were doing.
Do you require admission?
I'm going to pick the blue ones again. Though Mojo Jojo is traditionally a villain, he shares our desire to save the world from Fuse. We must take advantage of what he and the other villains have rallied to our cause can bring to the table.
Mission accomplished. Farewell. Greetings.
Double D, who I think is my second favorite guide behind Ben, and then Mojo Jojo, and then Dexter, which is my least favorite. Just because I think that's purely based on character preference,
I
not
suppose
what
you
their
like a mission.
quests have to offer at all. Greetings, I can see you are a hero of discerning tastes. Perhaps you would allow me to be your guide. Brave recruit, I have discovered a treasure map that I think is quite valuable. Fuse's minions even attempted to steal it right under my nose. Join me so we can uncover the treasure Fuse so obviously
don't be a
desires.
stranger.
Hello there.
You can't go wrong with Double D. That's who I'm going with.
Okay, bye.
Do you require admission?
Now that you've spoken with Double D, you must decide whether or not you believe in his pursuit and his value. That his pursuit has value. That's what I meant. No, I selected that. No.
Mission accomplished. Best of luck. Farewell. Greetings.
A few heroes have mysteriously gone missing. Dexter has taken up the task of discovering what has happened to them. Speak with him now.
Nice to see
Dexter
you.
has an incredible mind. There is just so much to learn from him.
See you
I have a
later.
mission for you.
We cannot take any chances. You must allow me, Dexter, to guide you against Fuse. Fuse has begun kidnapping heroes. I've begun work on creating a device that will allow us to track them down. You must join me so we can save them from Fuse's evil
Don't be
grasp.
stupid.
Incoming message.
Return to computers one final
Do
time.
you require admission?
You can track down the missing heroes and the culprits responsible. If anyone can do that, it's Dexter.
Mission accomplished.
To select a guide and begin your adventure, his name's Major Glory, not Captain Planet. That's a totally different character. Sorry about that. Talk to Major Glory and take Lady Rainicorn's Sky Bridge on your way to Sector V. Is it Sector V or Sector 5? Someone will tell me later. You'll select which guide you will assist. I'm assuming it's Sector V because when they say number 1, number 2, the number is spelt out as, you know, ONE 2WO TWO, and this is the Roman numeral for 5, so I think it's just Sector V. But it could be Sector 5. I haven't seen the show in a long time. So now I'm just gonna equip all this armor, and we get these free jet ray stuff again. So the last bits of this, we're level 4 now. The last little bit of this, there's 2 little spots. There's these. These are like nano nano incubation capsules, I guess. And you can see that there's like mini versions of Jake, Mordecai, Wrath. This one has Way Big, Rigby, and Ultimate Big Chill. Those are some. These are meant to. Were meant to be like previews for upcoming nanos. So back when the original game this version was originally out, officially, I would have a character that I would continue to delete and restart the Academy over and over again just to come see these nanos. And just because I like the Academy so much, I'd like to replay it all the time, just to see if these changed. And they never changed. They added new nanos for sure. Like, let me see. I think they added Way Big. Or they might not have. I'm not sure. But all these other ones, and they never added Ultimate Big Chill, but Rigby, Mordecai, Wrath, and Jake are all in the nanos. You can see them, like Wrath is right here, and of course Jake and Mordecai and Rigby were capsule nanos that you get from codes. We're just gonna run over here and finish up this.
Hello there.
It's hard to pick which guide you can go with, but luckily you can switch to a different one later if you want.
Take care of yourself.
Princess Bubblegum may seem rather unladylike, but this is Lady Rainicorn's posterior. Talk with Major Glory to have her take you to Sector B. As you can see, it's the end of Lady Rainicorn. Major Glory.
The custodian of liberty.
Major Glory. We'll warp. And one final thing before we graduate. Or I guess we have graduated, but before we start the official game, we can talk to Finn.
What's going on?
And once you leave the Academy, you will be unable to return to this area. We will leave the Academy. Select Ben Tennyson. Choose that guide. And there we can see there's Lady Rainicorn. And we're back in Sector V, like we saw once we finished the other one. There's a little bit of changes here. As you can see, instead of holograms, they're actual statues of the heroes now. There's Rex, Finn, Flapjack, and Ben. And there's Jake here, but he's a bounce pad. You can't really, I don't think you could talk to him because he's not a NPC object. He's just a bounce pad. And then this one has an actual mission from the Adventure Time stuff, but I want to save that for later, so I won't do that now. One final thing before I wrap stuff up here for today, I just want to show off most of the other nano codes. If you had a character that was already in the past full version of the game, you wouldn't be able to go to the Academy, but you could still get the Finn, Generator X, and Alien X nanos through codes, and then they also released other nanos through codes. There are 5 other ones they added through codes, but I'm only going to do 4 because one of them is Adventure Time, and I want to save that for the Adventure Time session to do that. So I'm just going to do a quick redeem. FFC Misadventurer. And then redeem FFC Death Punchies. And then redeem FFC Bunny Goldfish. And then the last one will be redeem FFC Okay. That one was a dumb one. But as you can see, we have nano capsules in our inventory now. And I can equip a vehicle. So I'm just going to pop these open and grab them really quick. This is kind of how they did some of the nanos, where they just gave them out. There was no quest or anything to obtain them. So it was a little bit like, I wanted to see these characters in the game, but, you know, take what we can get.
It's me, Gumball.
So Gumball is a I have him as a Rocket Nano, just because him with Finn is just an awesome pairing. Darwin. I'm gonna give him Sneak. Rigby, I'm gonna give Rigby Java Jolt because he sounds awful. It's the same voice actor, but it's like again the edited voice, and it sounds awful. So I'm just gonna give him the heal, so I can replace Alien X. And the final one is Mordecai. Come on.
Let's do this.
He looks really dorky, and I'm just gonna give him Punchies.
Time for punchies.
Yeah, like, you can definitely tell it's the same voice actor, but just edited. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show. I don't know if my Streamlabs thing says there's one viewer, but if you're here, thanks for watching. If you're not, then oh well. And that is where I'm just gonna close it for today. Thanks.